Everyone's dancing backstage except for one. I'll let you guess who it is when I bring everyone up front. Hello, everyone. My name is Chris, the Comic Vet. Happy New Comic Book Day. For those of you that are catching this on the rewind, I appreciate your time. Let's not waste any more of it. Let's bring in my Only Slabs co-host, Rob.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Jim? And TW. Now, guess who wasn't dancing?
Doopy doopy doo, doopy doopy doopy, doopy doopy. I don't dance.
I think
Dance
you
for
should
me,
just
monkey.
play that in the background.
All right. These months when we have 5 weeks generally means it's going to be a week new comic book day when that 5th week rolls around. But there's some interesting stuff. At least the indies showed up. Let's be honest. I think the indies may have saved it. Okay, that's it.
Great show, everybody. Bye.
Right, everybody.
You guys are awesome.
But yeah, aside from that, the new Guardians holiday special dropped. I feel like I'm one of those that didn't just love it. Everyone seems to be just raving about it.
I
thought it was cute.
It was like, okay.
All right. Yeah,
there were some funny moments.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything to write home about it.
It wasn't Guardians of the Galaxy 1, that's for sure.
It was definitely better than Star Wars Christmas special. So there you go.
There you go.
I won't have you talking about Life Day that way, Rob. So take it easy, please.
Hey, Kevin Bacon wasn't like freaking coked out of his mind singing his number. That's all.
Wasn't Dionne Warwick in that too? Like,
oh my god!
I feel like there was a big time singer. Anyways, it's so many years ago. Let's say hello to the chat.
B. Davis.
Discrucious 1971. Hello from Ontario. Mike's joining us. Beckerman. What is up, everyone? What is up? We got a big game tomorrow. Never mind. So, well, I'm glad that you're spending a little bit of time with us while you're working. It's Chris from Retro Rocket. Hey.
Retro Rocket.
And just to let you guys know, a certain comic vet had a magnet dropped off and is now a part of the filing cabinet at Retro Rocket Comics.
Nice.
And that little show before Only Slabs, he's got one of those retro magnets now as well. Because they're retro. And it kind of works.
Show before Only Slabs?
Yes.
There's a show before Only Slabs?
Not anymore. You can dance if you want, apparently. Right. Kenneth Bird, we're here for you tonight as well. Thank you. Tylox, hope that you're doing well, my man. The high bar that is the Star Wars Christmas special. Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
And Samson, appreciate your time. Hope that you're doing well in New Jersey.
I wish I was high in New Jersey.
Yeah. I've been to New Jersey.
Maybe he meant high in New Jersey.
High from New Jersey.
Yeah. I've been to the Secret Stash in New Jersey.
Yeah. High in New Jersey.
I've been through New Jersey.
Yeah. Anyways. But yeah, just while we're on it, I thought it was okay. I thought it better than okay. I thought it was good. I kind of feel like maybe I should watch it again and try and get this whimsical feeling that everyone seems to have.
I just don't know what I was expecting out of it. Because I got done with it. I was just like, oh, that's that.
It was entertaining. I mean,
it was entertaining. They used the exact two characters they needed to make it, cute and comical. You can't do that with Groot and
No, I'm not complaining about any of that. I just kind of thought I didn't expect, I guess, as much musical numbers, and I didn't, let alone the Kevin Bacon, once he finally decides to hang out there in nowhere, that he's going to sing a song. Really?
Right.
I mean, it's James Gunn. He loves music.
That's what we're going to do with him.
All that stuff.
We're not going to have him do some kind of dance or something. No, we're going to make him sing. All right.
Break his knee if he did a dance.
Yeah.
He ain't cutting no footloose at his age. It's like the best I'll get you is this musical number.
Yeah, which was weird because it was.
How about the fact the aliens knew exactly how to play all of the
Kelly.
instruments?
Well, that's what he said. Like, hey, you picked them up. You just got these.
Yeah, Rocket always steals the scene when he's in it, in my opinion.
And he stole Bucky's arm again.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, Nebula
Yeah,
stole his
Merry
arm.
Christmas,
Nebula.
Rocket. Well, he did say he was going to get that arm.
Yeah. Oh.
And they actually finally gave Cosmo a voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is entertaining. I mean, it's
and
not
force
it's-
powers.
It actually did change the canon of the universe a bit with making siblings into siblings. So,
Mhm.
but I mean, it was a light, fluffy special. Not what do you want from it? I guess.
Right. There was no violence per se
Yeah.
in it. It was just lighthearted.
amusing.
What do I
fun.
want? It's a Christmas special. I want Santa
Yeah.
to save Christmas. But no, there was no Santa coming to save Christmas. Therefore, it was a flawed Christmas holiday special.
Oh, wow.
Aw. Or
There's
at
also
very
no
least, you need
children dancing around
a small
another
town girl
child
who
playing a
moves to the
piano.
city
Yeah.
and gets wooed by her boss, but then really falls in love with the cab driver. That's the other
Right.
thing you need.
What's up, Dope?
Dope, my man. Hope that you're doing well. Is
This
Dope
week,
going to be returning?
He's this
Yes.
Saturday's guest on Only Stuff.
All
So that
right.
you mentioned it. Thanks for bringing it up, Chris.
Thank you.
The extra quarter in your cup.
Yes. And what time is that show this weekend, Rob?
Well, if you're on the West Coast, like me, it's 11:30 a.m. Pacific. And if you're on the East Coast, it's at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. No matter where you are in the world, it's at 11:30 a.m. Pacific.
Oh, we are
It's
struggling
11:30
for content
a.m.
right now.
fake time. Real time, it is 2:30.
No, it's 1:30. Dick
PM.
bullet bags.
Thank you,
You're
Jim.
in
You are
that
correct.
no man's
It's
land.
immediately after I win all of Jim's giveaways on his 200 follower show.
That's right. That's right. Which is at 1 o'clock real time Eastern Standard Time. 'Cause
Oh, it's
I
on
did
Rob,
run-
Eastern.
pardon me. Jim, do you have your giveaways nearby?
It's
I do.
7:30 p.m. primary.
Here, I'm going to throw you up here in the hot spot, and just
Jibs.
so everyone that's watching, can I have one of the moderators
This
please drop the link to
is,
Jim's channel?
one of the giveaways. It is the Young Avengers 6.0. And then somebody else is going to win this 1 ounce.
You misspoke, Jim. I'm winning both.
1 ounce silver King Kong coin, plus comics will be involved in that because
Nice.
I'll ship it in on Gemini with some comics. And then people that show up, I have a lot of these. They're empty right now, but they will be filled with some form of comic. Probably somebody's going to get in there. Not probably, somebody's going to get in there. This one is going to be in one of those Geminis. And yeah, I'll throw in some coins and stuff because that's me. So I'll probably have at least 3 of those, and if I can figure out how to make it work. I'm not a good StreamYard. I'm kind of noob with StreamYard Lives, but we're gonna see if we can figure out how to make it work. Hint, hint, anybody that would like to help with that, beforehand, that'd be great.
What would
Just
you like
let
to
me
know?
It's really pretty easy.
We'll talk, Jim.
Yeah, we can talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, for everyone that's watching, everyone that's catching on the rewind, please consider subscribing to my good friend Jim here. And after you do so, you still have a little bit of time to enter the contest and make sure that you check out
Right.
his live stream this Saturday.
Also,
Saturday,
unsub to
1 o'clock.
Rob so he doesn't beat me to 1,000. No, he's definitely going to kick my ass to 1,000. Yeah.
What's the count at now anyway?
For Rob, he's
it was-
like 950 something, right?
Yeah, it was like I think it's right about 950.
Yeah.
You're at 950 now, Rob?
And I just lost one. I'm down to 905.
950 on the nose right
You're at
now.
905?
I just keep
Nine.
losing them. I lose them every week.
And we are working on our 1,000 subscriber giveaway push and have a whole slew of things that we're giving away when we get there. We got a bunch of Pat Broderick prints.
Hold on. Don't be jumping the gun. Okay.
And big in him, yeah, you go.
We got a bunch
Boom.
of Pat Broderick prints that I got at so we got some of those. We have a Something is Killing the Children number 25,
Hello?
limited to 500 copies signed by Ariel
Wow.
Diaz, the cover artist.
I've never seen that copy before either, Rob.
Well, there's only 500 of them.
That would explain a lot.
And this is number 305.
Nice.
And then, oops, god damn it. Don't have a lot of desk space here. We got a bunch of slabs. We're doing like, this will be a set, the kind of the grand thing. You'll get a ASM 365 and a Spider-Man 2099 #1. So you will know for certain you have the first appearance of
Yeah,
Spider-Man
boy.
2099.
Never
You'll
mind
have
that
both.
character.
You'll be able to shut everybody down. So you know what? I got both. So shut up.
Is that a clone?
And no better yet, you're going to have a 9.8 of that foily goodness. There'll be a High Republic issue 4, which has got some first appearances in it. There's Fallen Angels #1, Shannon Mayer, signed by Shannon Mayer.
Nice.
There's X-Men 10, signed
That's
by
the
Mike
one.
and
By
remarked
Mayhew.
by Mike Mayhew.
Claim.
Nice.
There's a Scon variant of Venom issue #1,
That's
signed
awesome,
and
too.
remarked.
Mm.
You can't
There's
find
a
love, people, but Rob sure is trying.
Venom 28, signed and remarked.
He's got two
TBDM,
tongues
thanks for showing
going.
up. Appreciate your
What?
time.
There's a Schomburg Invaders King Size Annual.
Yeah, claim number 2. Claim number 2.
There's a Spider Gwen #1.
Claim number 3. Claim number 3. I'm just claiming them all.
Batman 100, 1 in 25.
You can, have
Pass.
that one. You can have that one, Chris.
And the first published appearance of a mutant that people like, that likes to play cards.
Arthur
Yeah.
Adams did the artwork. Just a heads up.
It's still a god awful cover.
It's just too much
Stop-
going
stop
on.
that
I've never
noise.
been a big fan
Stop
of that
it.
one. I don't know why.
Stop it.
I
So
mean, but,
we're giving away
you
a
know.
few things there. Anyways,
Jeez.
and then
Jesus, Rob.
some people there's at least one other person who's said they're going to come by and contribute. So we'll
I'll
probably
give
have some other
away
stuff.
something on Rob's show. I said it on your comments.
Well, look at that. There's another person even.
That's very good. Since we're doing this, we're talking about giveaways. Just to let everyone know, I'm like 5 away from 900. I'm waiting for Taylor to say something now. But
He doesn't mind if you beat him. It's me, because I've made a point of saying I just want
it's
to beat Taylor.
personal. It's
Oh, I've
personal.
always said
Yeah.
I don't care about 1,000. I just wanted to beat Taylor.
Sam Slim
Actually,
is saying,
that
Rob, you got the
Rob
best book. Scott, my man, hope that you're doing well.
Scott.
And Staff Zen, I'm watching live. from
Proper
once.
job, sir. Proper job.
Can I get a proper job? I have a few slabs I'm going to be giving away for 900, but I picked up one book I'm going to try and give away if I ever hit 1,000. And this one's actually signed by David McElhaney and Mark Bagley. This is the first appearance of Carnage. I'm going to be giving this away in 7.5
heard
once
of
I hit
him.
1,000. So yeah,
Also, I
1,000.
have no idea what I'm giving away, but I'll give away something at 1,000. A couple somethings. But I'll never get there, so it's fine.
Don't be like that.
Didn't you have a book that you got rid of the other day? You could.
Oh, yeah, I'll give away that Star Wars Revelations that I threw over my shoulder last week, if I can find it.
It's trash.
That was
It's
here
trash.
live on the Comic Vet YouTube channel.
Right. He just was like, no, that's what I think of that.
I'm tempted to throw all of this week's books because I don't like any
Hey.
of them, but I'm not going to.
Hey, tonight at 8:30.
8:30. You can watch me.
That's what I
Toss my
said.
cookies.
8:30.
Yep. Toss my cookies.
8:30.
Don't give away things that you didn't like. Oh, jeez, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless,
All right.
of course,
Spoiling the
everybody
show for me.
only comes to see you complain about the books. In which case, then come see Taylor complain about books at 8:30.
There you go.
That's true. Jim, make
Chris.
sure you send me the link to your giveaway Saturday morning, okay?
Okay.
If I can make it, I will be there.
Okay.
Rob,
Did you go get comics today?
I did.
Where'd you go?
I went to this handsome little shop that has a brand new location in Cambridge, Ontario by the name of Retro Rocket Comics. This logo is seen right here. And Retro Rocket Comics which is owned by a lovely couple, Chris and Kelly. Chris today was actually rocking a Tyler from Whack Comics, Tyler Sucks t-shirt.
What?
Wow.
And so,
All
yeah.
the way in Canada.
Yes, everyone. So
He sucks
please,
that long.
So yes, please, everyone, make sure that you follow Retro Rocket Comics on Instagram. Chris and his lovely wife Kelly are supporting this wonderful YouTube community of YouTube comic book community, that we have, picking up T-shirts, sending AOKs. They're just great people doing great things. If you ever make the trek north of the border, please make sure that you travel to Cambridge, Ontario, and check out Chris's brand new shop. If you're lucky, Kelly might be there. All right, let's show some of these books that I picked up at Retro Rocket, and I went kind of light. So I will put this one down here, and I will say that I'll start with Marvel, which was a very light Marvel week, by the way. This is Planet Hulk, World Breaker, issue number 1. If I'm right, I believe this is a 4-issue miniseries. I don't know if I'll pick up issue number 2. I did read this book. Find out Sunday night what I really thought of it.
Okay, Joe.
The other book that hello Joe. The other book.
Joe.
Oh, Chop and Drop, my man. Hope that you're doing well. Thanks for coming out. The other book that I picked up and read was Plush number 1.
I like the cover.
Yeah. Did you get this cover? We'll find out. We'll find out.
I'm gonna give a brief synopsis of it.
It's fun.
Okay.
Furries
fun.
doing things that they shouldn't be.
Is it DC
Yes.
Vampires fun?
No.
Okay.
No. It's not even no. Total
Okay.
different kind of fun though.
Total different kind
The
of fun.
question
Okay.
is, did you read it while wearing your furry suit?
No.
Yeah.
Also no. Also no. I'm hoping this is a good read. Blue
Yeah, I
Beetle,
don't-
Graduation Day.
Yeah,
I wasn't
haven't
aware
read
this
that
was a
yet.
miniseries. I actually thought it was a one-shot, but
It
apparently
says 1 of 6 right on it. Yeah.
One
apparently
of
it
6.
is.
And limited series. It's only as clear as day, I suppose.
The book that I was
That's the
kind of
cover you
looking.
went with of all the covers.
That's what was in my box. So
Yeah, that's the only one I saw.
yeah.
Really? There were like
Yeah, mine-
six different covers at my LCS.
Yeah,
Oh.
mine didn't have but that one because I was asking the same thing. I said, "Is this it?" He's like, "That's it." I was like, "All right,
All right.
I need to go
I'm
across
sorry.
the road." Somebody's.
Circumstances, my man.
I guess you have
that
to
you're doing
kind
well.
of, I don't know.
No, I mean,
Not,
it's
a
what
lot
they
of
ordered.
LCSs don't want to order a bunch of different stuff if they don't have
Sure.
people committed to buying them. So I get it. It's clear.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone picked up this book, but this is Detective Comics Annual for 2022.
Oh, I thought that was the
Mm.
anal. That's completely different.
Right.
I did not.
To switch back over to Marvel, possible cover of the week, possible. Darth Vader 29. I gotta admit, I'm with Rob. Darth Vader might be the best Star Wars that's being written right now.
It's consistently
Mhm.
been the best overall, without
Mhm.
a doubt.
Mhm.
Because Afra's had some ups and downs, whereas Vader's been like just legit nonstop.
So I just wanted to spot this out. Thanks a lot for saying this. The Comic Book Community Awards is finally happening. It's been a long time in the making. This Saturday on Brian LCS's channel, I believe he's going live in the evening with it. And yeah, I'm pumped for it.
Then the next day we'll be able to start nominations for next year.
Just like that. Off the
like that.
strength of this award show. You can put your nomination in? No. I think he'll probably wait till like March or the
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain he gathers
Yeah.
a group of people to start
Yeah, no,
this process.
I was just
What else can I say but damn them all? Issue number 2. Issue 1 was a freaking a hayride that went off the tracks. It was just crazy, and we'll find out what happens with this one. And this week on Two Cool Guys, 2 Hot Picks, Mark's pick was, surprise from DC, Justice Society of America issue number 1.
somehow I'm not shocked at all.
I went with this cover just because I'm that kind of guy. And my hot pick was something I've been waiting a long time for, was Waller versus Wildstorm. This is a large format book that is being released on the Black Label being written by Evan Narcisse and Spencer Ackerman, with Eric Battle doing the interiors. And after I made my hot pick, I found out a little bit earlier that DC pushed the goddamn book back to the spring.
I was gonna say that wasn't in my LCS at all.
And it's
two hot picks, no research.
Just two good-looking guys at this point. One,
so you got Wildstorm.
One going with a sentimental pick, and the other one going with a book that's not coming out. But now you all heard
two dudes
Waller
just chilling
versus
for DC.
Wildstorm.
Did you get Wildstorm?
Pardon me?
Did you get Wildstorm?
I did not. I did not pick up Wildstorm. I don't have that much sentimental value to it. The whole reason I wanted this book is the premise is it takes place in the Cold War in the 80s, and Waller is basically an unknown that just joins the ranks, and I wanted to see where it goes from there. Well, she starts rising with her own agenda to metahumans, and to find out where it goes from there with basically the birth of her Suicide Squad. But I love Amanda Waller. She is my absolute favorite villain in the DC universe. And so for all those that were interested, I apologize, but keep your eye out in the spring. Go ahead.
Is she a villain?
Well, if you consider, say, Dr. Doom a villain, you would have to put Waller in that same category.
So sometimes, but sometimes not.
She has her own agenda, even though she has the backing of the American government, right?
American government.
Well, I'm not saying the American government is not the villain. I mean, come on.
I'm surprised.
I don't want to touch that one.
I'm shocked she wasn't.
I've read history books that aren't printed here in the United States.
I'm just shocked that somebody didn't take her out. That could have been like a whole story in itself.
Okay.
Like,
Cool.
This is a wonderful idea. Hoping to add a charity aspect to it next year. Hope to get some to buy in. Yep, and I'm sure if it's a link to C3 or the charity that that whole rigmarole link with C3,
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
So he's saying that he wants to link a charity aspect to the CBC awards for next year.
Oh, okay. I lost that part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to do.
I'm sure it can be linked somehow. I'm curious, and how it can be done. But
what you should do is the awards should be carcinogens, and then they can be cured.
Yeah, well, there you are then.
You realize that carcinogens cause cancer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then for that, Taylor, you're up next, my man. Show us what you got.
It was a god awful week for comics, people. So I did pick some stuff over the weekend. I picked up 2 books I'm actually going to read and review at some point. Both by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. I read the first couple in this series. I like them. The Ghost in You, and then what's the other one? Follow Me Down. And then I picked up a couple oldies because they had those are 40% off, and these are also I think 40% off. So I got Secret Six #1, first appearance of Mockingbird.
Nice.
And then 2 Mysteries in Space.
Hello, Rob.
Sci-fi goodness. And then for this week's find out at 8:30 what I thought of these lovely books. Avengers Assemble Alpha, which is Jason Aaron just masturbating for. Find out at 8:30.
Hold on. Now, I'm presuming you've been through that one. I know Avengers 1 million BC is in that. Is it more of a cameo again, or they have more than say a 3-page?
You can really find out at about 8:30, but no, it's Avengers.
Right, I tried, everybody.
It's Avengers. It's Avengers Forever and Million BC. So, Mark's got a boner #1.
Yeah. That's a cool cover, though.
That's the only cover they had, and then this is the A cover for Plush.
Okay.
So, and yeah, that's it. That's all I got. 4 books.
Yeah,
I was hoping to get Stillwater, and what else is the other one I missed? Oh, Strange Academy #2, or did that get pushed too?
Nope,
no, I got it.
Okay. Is Stillwater coming to an end? Did I hear?
Yeah, there's only 3 issues left, counting this week. So,
all right.
And this week apparently is the origin issue of how you find out how the town got cursed.
Okay.
And I didn't get it because my LCS is fucking hot garbage. So I need a new one. But they're literally across the street. That's my downfall. Because I'm very lazy.
Well,
would you
if
say
only do they allow you to pre-order stuff?
Yeah, but they also punish you if they don't do FOC pre-orders. It's only subscription based, and then you have to give them at least FOC cutoff time in order to cancel it, or you're screwed. So it's like I'm not pre-ordering series. Like they're not a big fan of pre-ordering single issues and stuff. And I don't like committing to full series. So
oh well, yeah, they suck then.
That's kind of the way mine is, though, Rob. That's the thing. I mean, I'm like, oh, God. Sounds a lot like
I
mine.
mean, I understand, but I mean, at the same time, man, it's like, well, I mean, I guess it depends on how they're doing their ordering. I mean, since mine's doing everything still through previews, it makes it easy for them to manage it, I suppose, or easier to manage it and allow customers to order individual issues and whatnot. So,
yeah,
and they haven't, knock on wood, been bitten by people ordering single issues of stuff.
Well, and they also they stopped carrying some of the more popular indie titles. Like, nope, they don't carry Firepower anymore. They don't carry Stillwater. Like, they're like, well, if it's a longer run indie, we just kind of lose our ass. I'm like, why don't you get like 1 or 2 copies? I guarantee you'd sell those out every week. But like,
maybe there's a minimum buy. I don't know.
Maybe I'm going to drive over the weekend and check out the 2 other LCSs near me and see how they are. So
back to Stillwater just for a sec, TW. Would you say of the 3 books that Chip is writing right now, Daredevil, the franchise over in DC,
he's writing 4.
And Stillwater. What's the big 4th one?
Public Domain.
Okay, but that's an indie as well. I mean, those big 3. Is Stillwater for you in first place?
Either that or New Bern, which you also forgot about. So
yeah,
that's on
bring
pause,
back
though.
New Bern.
That's on pause.
I mean, whatever. Stillwater's been on pause for it was on hiatus for a while too. So
right.
And it's also an indie. So like your criteria is just books you know about that he writes.
No, well, I like the work. I would say that Stillwater is probably the last volume of Daredevil. I would say is the best. This new one is not getting off to a hot start.
It's all right.
Stillwater is consistently good, but yeah, New Bern is probably his best. I'll be honest.
Yeah, Batman and Daredevil are both kind of
And yeah, I like Perez's work inside of Stillwater.
A long distance.
Yeah.
LCS.
Yeah, if I didn't do reviews every week, that'd be a much more viable option.
That is true, I suppose.
And what time is that review happening?
8:30 real time, which is not these 3 idiots real time. It's actual real time, Central Time.
It's not even his real time.
I've never even heard of this time. But anyways, Rob, show us
Me
what you
neither.
I have a wall of no. Let's see. I devastated finding out that it's not the 2022 anal, but it's the annual apparently. So there you go. Completely different. Which makes that this one's going to be completely different. I guess Babs and this is the Nightwing annual. So of course it's the B cover because I'm the B cover guy when it comes to Nightwing. I finally got caught. I did some serious reading. I got caught up, and I freaking was laughing when
thank you.
I was reading Nightwing.
It is good.
No, it was just certain jokes in there that got dropped that were just like so hilarious. Just, oh, you don't. I didn't know that villains or that superheroes coupled. And it's like, well, you don't read the internet. Just like,
outside DC versus vampires, I think Nightwing is probably the best stuff that DC's putting out.
Yes.
There's the Darth Vader that you talked about.
Yeah. Cover of the week.
And then here was a different cover that I didn't have.
That might be the better cover of the week.
Then we have the candidate for the new cover of the week. Yeah.
So when I saw I mean, this was the one that I had in my pull box, the A cover.
Yeah.
But this was the C cover. And so I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool.
I think they'd run out of
this is Israel Silva, but that's pretty cool.
I'm going to see.
They're both good. This is like a movie poster.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Next week, Taylor, it's going to be that same pose, except he'll lift his hand up.
Yeah.
Strange Academy.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet, but.
And then the trading card.
Oh man!
Wow!
I want it.
So I've been picking up the trading card variant as well on the which is I think again the C cover. I think there's an ABC.
Yeah.
But I've been picking these up.
Awesome.
So it's only been one issue thus far, but yeah. So there's gonna be a series of these that come out. So they're pretty cool.
All right, I may have to go look for that. That may have to be a thing.
And that's it. Again, like everyone else, it was a pretty light week. I tried looking around for stuff, and I was just like, no, I just kind of passed.
Yeah, that's the let's be honest, that's the problem with the month that has 5 new comic book days. The fifth one is usually when you get the annuals.
Well,
Yeah.
and it's fine to it's fine for me. I was like, oh, I need to keep it light this week because is it next week that Gargoyles comes out? I don't know. Whatever week it is that Gargoyles comes out, that's gonna kill me because I am deep in it with Dynamite.
You're getting them all, huh?
No, but I'm getting some of the bigger ones.
There you go.
Is your shop going to be bringing them in, or are you going to be getting them online?
I pre-ordered them, and they've
Did ya?
approved. I ordered them through my thing, and my shop's already approved my orders, so
Hello,
they're
John.
the orders for me.
Wow.
So that's the nice thing is when I going it through that system is that I can order individuals, and then they review and they approve or don't approve the orders. And so when I get one that they decline, either because they're not going to be able to get it because maybe it's got a minimum purchase requirement and I'm the only one or something else, I get notification within a day or two of me placing the order that they're not going to get it and it's declined. Then I can make other arrangements to get it elsewhere. Oh, look at that. It's time for fun, guys.
Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are short on having fun, please consider 69XXX.fun. They have private dating chat girls, if that tickles your fancy. And thank you to the moderator that took care of that. And I'll throw John in there and then back at it. Yeah. It's the I think 69XXX.fun has been attacking a lot of our live streams lately.
They're the best.
What's odd is considering how often we go live on Only Slabs.
It hasn't.
It hasn't been hit yet.
Yes.
Knock on wood. It's like that's like
.fun.
.fun, baby.
.fun. Never mind that .com stuff. You got to go .fun. If you want those private chat girls.
I mean, even like when we're on Cranky Comic Chat, Eddie gets like lit up like crazy and stuff. It's like, why are you monitoring his channel? I mean, nothing happens interesting there.
Right. Now it's a party.
Tyler's always looking for fun. Yeah, pardon me, Tylox. Yep. And
which I apologize about that, missing it last night there, Taylor. I completely spaced.
No, you're just once you get to 1,000, Rob, it'll be too big for your fucking head.
It had nothing to do with that. It was honestly, I just completely spaced out. And
you didn't miss anything.
I was enjoying dinner with my wife, and it was a novel concept.
Yeah, Eddie was Eddie. It was fun.
I thought to myself, man, there's something weird. Oh, I kind of watched it in high speed.
Yeah.
All right, Jim, my man, show us what you got.
All right, I'm showing you guys stuff from last week as well because mine didn't have a lot of stuff when I went last week, so you're paying for both. Dark Crisis, Dark Army from last week. I read it. It was pretty good. Robin was being extremely Robin-y and obnoxious, but you know.
Which Robin was it then?
Damien.
Okay.
And it's you know, the one thing I like about Damien is he is his father to a degree. I mean, Batman can be really obnoxious. Like when he has a plan set, I need everybody to shut up, listen to me. I don't care if you have superpowers. I got it up here, and that was kind of the way he was with the team that he put together.
They've been writing. You know, the problem is that they're not writing him consistently, or they haven't created a consistent character for Damien. It's just like one time I was like, he's shown significant growth, and you go, oh man, this guy's evolving into something. And the next day, instant turnaround, and it's like, oh, he's an immature little brat again. And it's like,
and I think that has to do with the writer. You know, not everybody's writing the same way, and they need to have a group meeting and say, hey, let's get him on an age and where he needs to be. And I agree, Rob. I felt the same way on a couple of the other issues that I read with him. I'm going, what are they doing?
John saying he's supposed to be obnoxious, just like his dad and the hardcore Bat fans.
Right. And I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, you know, I mean, his focus, when he's in focus, just like Batman, he's like, get out of the way. This is what we're doing. And I like that. That's the best part of him. It's just that his delivery is His
I
age.
agree with that.
So-
Tynan is delivering that same type of Damian Wayne in DC versus Vampires.
Right.
Damian Wayne is having a very hard time playing second fiddle to the fact he's now on a Suicide Squad type
Right.
of team.
Right.
He wants to go right to the top. He doesn't want to have to go through these ancillary characters to get to where he needs to go. He just wants to jump the whole thing, go solo, and get it all done. And we've seen what happened to Damian Wayne before when he attempted this. So Tynan's kind of got him figured out. But yeah, I don't want to say a spoiled brat, but he's definitely a jerk. Like if he's a 16-year-old, he is playing that jerky 16-year-old perfectly.
His people skills may have a little bit to be desired.
Right.
You're saying.
Yeah. But it also comes from his upbringing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just like he wasn't socialized with kids his own age and stuff.
Right.
Learned how to get along with people instead of just having people blindly follow everything that you're told because you're the grandson of the great Gazoo.
Yeah, he's not X-23, that's for sure.
No, he's not X-23. The other books that I picked up, I'm going back and giving Detective Comics. This is 1063 or whatever. I had 1064 somewhere else. 1065, I'm behind. And then this was the one that just came out last week, 1066. Yeah. So I haven't read them yet, but I'm going to give them a shot. And what the hell is going on with my phone?
Spoilers, bad things happen.
Yeah.
And John, I would agree with John that Williamson wrote them best. The Robin miniseries, or the series that started early last year, dealing with the whole Lazarus pits.
Right.
And the tournament that took there, I thought that was a good portrayal of him, although I wasn't a fan necessarily of that particular arc. Yeah.
Oh.
That was the tournament, right?
Yeah.
I didn't put him with somebody, hooked him up with somebody. He needs a girl to chill him out.
I didn't read that one, but I may have to go back. Maybe I'll get it in trade or something. Midnight Suns #3. You know, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's getting there. Flawed. This was recommended by the girl at the shop. She said, why don't you check this out? And so I did. It's not terrible. I just need to see where it's good. Well, it's left me hanging, so I need to see where it goes. I'm gonna
quick premise of what it is. Superpowers.
No, she doesn't have any superpowers. She's it's more vigilante.
Okay.
She's trying to clean up there was a serial killer out there, and it affected a couple of her patients, and she's trying to figure out who it was. And once she does that, she realizes there's something special about this guy, and we need to investigate it a little deeper because he didn't die. Yeah, so that was kind of weird.
Insert the Halloween music here.
Yeah. Nightwing, this is the other cover for this week. I love the one Rob had, but I try to not go cover crazy, so I got this one instead. If you haven't read it, read it. Pick it up and read it. This is hilarious. I mean, it's great. It's like 3 stories in here in the annual, which I love. I feel like I'm getting more bang for my buck. I really like the last story with him and I'm going to call him Superboy because that's what he is, Superboy. And if you read this last one, to me, Rob, I don't know how you felt if you read it. I thought you said you read it.
I haven't read this week's comics yet.
Okay. To me, after you read this, it gives you this feeling like more than anything, Nightwing has become his own man. He has taken everything from Batman has taught him and turned it into his direction and how he's going to do his life and how he's going to interact. I mean, you have to remember, this is a big deal. I mean, Superboy, superpowered, the son of Superman, has come and said, I need your help. That's a big deal to him, but at the same time, he's not letting it get in his head. He's saying, you know what?
It's still just Jonathan Kent.
It's still just Jonathan Kent. And I have something that he needs, and I'm going to, but it's just different. If you can read it, read it. It's really good. And it's also in the beginning, the first story is the second story is really funny and cute.
Yeah, so. I mean the lead up to this has been.
Pardon me,
Chris.
So I was just sorry. Rob, is the whole book Tom Taylor?
Yeah, I believe so. Hold on.
Okay. Rob, you were saying, sorry?
I was saying the whole lead up to this in the last previous issues had been this whole concept of pushing, or actually ever since Alfred died, it's been really emphasizing in this story arc the concept that don't be Bruce.
Right.
Don't follow his way. This is the whole concept of just because you were there and he taught you doesn't mean you need to do it his way.
Right.
And so that's just the continuation of all that.
It,
So that's good.
Marcus is right. It's not all Tom Taylor.
I thought that was sarcasm he was giving me. What?
No, it's not. He's right. I just went and looked. It's not. One is Jay Christoph, and the other one is C.S. Pacat. And this one at the end by C.S. Pacat is the one that really moved me more than anything. The one in the middle was funny, and then the first one obviously is in continuity with what's going on right now with Nightwing.
Okay.
So great annual. I'm a big fan of bang for my buck. This is more than bang for my buck.
So no Night Mite appearance.
No Night Mite. You get the dog. You get Haley.
But is it more bang for your buck than 69XXX.fun?
No, they're the
multiple.
biggest.
That's banger for your fun.
That's banger. That's a multi-banger. I have not finished reading this. I was about halfway through when I had to jump on. They had this in the foily. I don't like either one of these covers, but I'm going to go to the other LCS and see if they have that one that I saw on Instagram that looked really cool. And I may pay up for it just because it looked cool.
Is that the one with the female Superman?
It was no, I think it had like the old school Justice Society on it.
Oh, okay,
yeah. I like that one. That one was cool. And then I got the same Blue Beetle again. Haven't read it yet. I'm okay because it's only 6 issues. I'll read it even if it's stinky. I'll probably pick up all 6. I don't read. Yep, I don't read Superman Action Comics or anything, but I like this cover, and it looks like it might be a one shot. I'm hoping maybe
it is.
Yeah, so I love one shots, so I'll dig it, and if it, hopefully it won't turn me into
Superman joins Nambla.
Having to get Action Comics because that's just more money in out of my pocket. I know Mark would be like, "Do it, join the club. Come on, what's wrong with you?" And then Strange Academy. Not the super cool cover like Rob has, which now I'm going to have to go and hunt and find. Damn it. But this is Strange Academy number, let's see, This would be number 19. No, number 20. This is Strange Academy number 20 because I refuse to go by Marvel's BS of.
Oh, you're a legacy number guy. Got it. Legacy.
I mean, I'm sorry, but if you're following the story, why are you doing the number? Stupid.
Because
and that's it. That's
all
all I got to say. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Yes, and I do have. Thank you, Louis. I do have a giveaway coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, for those who are going to try and catch us on the Rewind, Jim showed the stuff that he's going to be giving away and some empty. What do we want to call them? Empty Geminis that he plans
that will be filled,
filling up. And a King Kong coin that I kind of have my eye on, I'll be honest. Yeah. You
filled out Dig It, you're good. If you put hashtag Dig It, it'll be in there.
I thought I put hashtag digit, but okay. I'm glad.
Oh, I think I did hashtag dig 'em like this breakfast cereal.
I should have said Dig Dug. Remember Dig Dug?
Yes, I love that.
You should change your name to Dig Dug Jim.
Dig Dug Jim.
I want to. Could somebody create that? I want to see like a Dig Dug, but replace it with like Jim's face on the
going through the earth.
Look, don't give Louis any ideas. He'll be over there being like, "Oh, I can totally do that."
That is
Tim
so
or
good.
Remy.
It'll be just this introduction and then totally cut into what Rod just talked about.
I love Dig
into
Dug.
the earth.
Dig Dug was my jam back in the day.
Yeah. I like that and Pitfall. Those
Pitfall,
are good
yeah.
games for the Atari 2600.
Pitfall and the 2600. That was the king. Because that was like one of the first Activision games for the
Yes,
2600.
yes.
And
Wow,
that's
we
when
are showing our age.
Activision redefined what an Atari 2600 could do graphically.
Yeah, the 2600 was my first, and then I believe I got the Sega, then Nintendo.
Yeah, I got the Sega, and then I quit because I had a mortgage and didn't want to spend any more money on that.
I have my 2600 in garage.
With the
Come on over,
wood panel
we'll play
face.
ET. Yeah, we'll come.
Yes.
Come on over, we'll play ET together. It'll be fun.
Nice.
Yes, I can say that I did have ET, and I had The Empire Strikes Back, which was equally as frustrating.
Empire Strikes Back.
Opinion.
I loved that game. I played that forever.
Yeah,
Along with
they always
Defender
needed the music to
and
play, so
Yar's
you had the fourth.
Revenge. Yeah.
I just played Adventure all the time.
Now,
Yar's Revenge.
now
Everyone make
Yes.
sure
Indiana Jones.
you
That was
follow
frustrating.
E. He has an Arthur Adams interview coming up. My favorite artist of all time. Looking forward to seeing that.
Star Raiders. That one was awful.
Yeah, is that tonight or has that already happened? Has he already interviewed Arthur Adams? Or
He interviewed him. Now it's a recorded interview.
Yeah,
Okay.
he interviewed
It's
him
going
this
to
weekend
play.
in San Fran.
So, okay,
Yeah.
so I can go and see it then. All right, cool.
Comics
Yeah,
by the Bay
Fan
saying
Expo.
Super Nintendo is where he started. And Freaky Louie, love when
I can-
Damien
I
got
can
Jonathan the
vouch.
Xbox for Christmas. Yeah.
I can vouch that E-Man was actually there.
Yes.
He was going around with all his gear and like cameras and people's faces and doing these interviews and things.
Nice.
Did he have sleeves or was he rocking the guns? Or
No, I think he had short sleeves on. It was San Francisco.
Yeah. Handsome devil, he is a handsome devil.
Short
TW, what was
sleeves
your
and
first
shorter
system?
shorts. What's that?
What was your first system?
My first system was Atari 2600.
Yeah.
But then I went at NES and SNES. So
Yeah. So he is saying is uploaded on the C-List Villains podcast.
Okay.
Louis is saying he had the Atari in kindergarten, and Tylox was the regular Nintendo was first for him. Yeah, that 2600, just that one joystick with the one button. Like, yeah,
That was easy for me.
yeah. I can remember going to a friend's house who had the ColecoVision, which
that
had
was
that
the
different kind
joystick
of
ever, though.
With the
weird joystick. It's kind of like a phone dial pad with a knob up
with
here,
a knob, yeah.
two buttons on the left and the right side,
Although-
and
That wasn't. I thought that was in television.
It might.
they were very similar. Very
they were
similar.
very similar.
Yeah,
ColecoVision,
television, the ColecoVision, yeah. And Lascrouche is saying that it was the original Atari for him, and E-Man
when it hit
had
two
Pong,
joysticks,
yeah.
I was out.
ColecoVision 2600
Same.
NES, Super NES, yeah.
When they got multiple buttons,
I
I
had
was done.
I had a neighbor of mine who did the upgrade and eventually would get the 5400 and then the 7200 Jaguar. But I was like, we never got that. We just got the.
Those Jaguars are worth a lot of money now if you can find them.
There
just
weren't a lot
because-
of them sold
right.
to begin
Mm-mm.
with, so
That was the problem.
we
Yeah.
2600 meanwhile was just like all over.
There
the
was
place.
another system that Bonk came out for. I forget what that was. Maybe someone in the chat can help me.
Wasn't Bonk on Sega?
Bonk came out for maybe it was Jaguar, but it came out for a system that came and left just as fast.
Well, I
after
know that at one point
TurboGrafx 16.
okay.
Thank you, E. Yes,
I know that
TurboGrafx 16.
Magnavox had a system that they came out with too that was based on video CDs.
Yeah,
Uh,
He said, "I Google for you, TurboGrafx 16."
yeah,
I
yeah.
Google for you.
My TV was a black and white 13-inch.
Yeah.
That's what I had my Atari connected to. I remember you had to go to the back and move that little paddle
RF
thing on
switch,
the
yeah.
back.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Ooh, man.
That's why I still
the
keep
struggle.
The TV I have a 19-inch Magnavox TV in the bedroom, and it's still got the RF connection on it for one sole purpose in life.
You had one. If you still have yours, E, man, you may have hit the lottery. Those TurboGrafx 16s console go for a lot of money too.
Yeah.
TurboGrafx, yep. Yeah, Mark is saying that it's Final Lap Twin was his favorite racing game. I always enjoyed pole position. I remember I got like a little steering wheel for my Atari 2600.
No,
and,
Spy Hunter.
Yeah, Spy Hunter was great.
Spy
too.
Hunter, yeah.
Spy Hunter in the arcade was fantastic.
I played River Raid a lot.
Yeah. and Afterburner. Those some good times. Man, the struggle of kids. All kids do today is just play on their phone. Get off my lawn! My God, I'm turning into Taylor Winder.
They didn't
You know
have
what I
any
tell you?
quarters. They didn't have to
I
worry
had-
about quarters
I
or nothing.
I had downloaded an emulator thing onto my tablet that allowed you to play like Atari 2600 games. And River Raid, I was playing it. It was so much easier to play on the tablet than it was because you hold the tablet and you just like tilt the gyroscope thing in the
right.
tablet and it adjusts. I'm like, then you tilt forward and back. Oh, this is too easy. What's
Man, now I kind of want to
Star
play
Wars
some
arcade game? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there
play
was-
some old school
I still
arcade.
think one of the best games ever. It was Super Metroid, or any of the Zeldas. The Zeldas were all fantastic.
Yeah, I can't disagree. The Metroid line, Mega Man, like those were all fun stuff.
Let's see what else. Bionic Commando. I love that one too.
Bonjour, Jean.
God, I wish I could remember what I played on
we get to the computers and we do
on the Sega.
play
Rygar.
Earthworm
Rygar
Jim
was another
and
fun
stuff,
one.
Yeah.
I was into the racing games a lot when I had my 2600. Enduro is another one that came to mind. I remember Enduro, if you won the race, it would take you to a different locale. And I remember one was like a winter setting. And one time my old man came home and he looked at the TV and he's like, "Oh, you finished racing in Canada, but get that shit off my TV. It's time for ABC News."
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was E saying Super Metroid, Zelda, Link to the Past, Metal Gear. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid.
I just remember playing like the Pac-Man on the 2600 and I was just about to flip the score when my brother went and pulled the plug out of the wall because he didn't want me to
Win.
Flip
Yeah.
Do you have a brother anymore?
He doesn't live anywhere near me.
We don't talk
Scarred,
to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk
Rob's
to
fat
this day.
stacks of Pac-Man scars. Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
I
don't-
get it. I
I
get it.
remember they had an actual asteroids
That's really good.
competition,
Yeah.
and I was amazed at how many people were in line for this thing. And for sure, I thought, man, I'm just gonna crush it. I'm gonna crush it. Yeah, I was nothing compared to some of these kids. I was nothing. Like
Right.
they had to have just sat there and figured out everything. And I thought to myself, wow.
Now,
I
were
don't-
any of you fans of Millipede or Centipede?
I played Centipede, yeah.
I like Centipede with the rollerball at the arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Galaga.
Galaga.
Galaga was I could always get through like the first 3 levels, and then the 4th level, Galaga just ate my quarter. Same
Yeah,
thing
to
with Donkey
10.
Kong. I would do okay with Donkey Kong, and then it would get to that weird final stage one before
Right.
it cycled through again. And that one always ate my quarter too.
We were lucky. The pizza shop up the street had the sit down Miss Pac-Man, and then he could flip the switch and it would be Donkey Kong. And because they owned it, that's how they, we'd put quarters in and we get a slice or whatever. And then one day we went up there and we did the same thing. We got a slice, we were playing, and my brother went to go get a drink, and the guy was like, "Hey man, I got a big order I got to deal with." He's like, "Just hold on." And he shut the machine off, and then he shut it back on and opened it back up and flipped the switch. And then he was just like, click, 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 click. Next thing you know, we had like 300 credits and we played forever. And
Nice.
he's like, "Just hang out with me and talk to
That's
me while I'm
awesome.
making pizzas." And I was like, "Sweet, thanks, man." So yeah, it was
Nice.
it wasn't the owner, it was his son, and he didn't give a shit.
The pizza shop that was across the street from where I grew up in Toronto had 2 video games. The first one was Arknoid. I don't know if you guys can remember that, but it's like a little roller game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like you bounce a ball up and knock things off. And
Okay.
anyways, and the other one was 1942, the airplane game.
Yeah, the airplane. Yeah,
That was a good one.
absolutely. That was.
Oh,
good
I
one.
love that game because like you could keep flying and be smoke billowing out of your plane and stuff. Like, this is great stuff. 1942.
Yeah.
See, the game that always ate my quarters, and it was the first 50-cent game too. Goddamn ripoff.
Yeah.
Dragon's Lair.
Oh God! Don't get
You
me
get
What a
free
waste
moves
of
in.
money that game was. Freak.
Man,
Man.
I probably could have bought a car with what I spent on that game.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
And I was just
frustrating.
like, I don't think, man, I don't.
And then Space Ace.
Yeah.
I said, I can't do these anymore. Those are just, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But,
Once we leap
yeah.
ahead out of the olden days and get
Marvel
to this
versus
cool stuff,
Capcom, man.
Those are some good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my later teen years, I fell in love with the fighting game Street Fighter 2 and then Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, and Street Fighter 2 Multiverse Edition. I don't know. There's so many of
Those
them.
things were okay. I didn't really
Yeah.
get into them as much, mostly because I didn't spend the time to learn all the moves like so many other kids, and I didn't have
Right.
them at home or anything else. So I'd be fine as long as I was playing by myself. But as soon as somebody else came in and took this player 2 spot, it's like, you fucker, now I'm done. Thanks a lot. But I enjoyed playing I ended up playing a lot of the games like the scroll games that had the 4 players, like the X-Men, the Turtles, the Simpsons,
Double
Right.
all
Dragon.
those,
Yes.
Double Dragon. Yeah,
Yeah.
those scroller adventure games I ended up having a lot of fun with.
Yeah. Yeah, Double Dragon was the first real fighting game. I remember going to the arcade, and the kids I went to school with, like, you're not going to believe the violence in this game. I'm like, what? They're like, watch this. They put their quarter in, they play for a little bit, and I'm like, is that a chain? They pick up a chain, they're lashing with the guy. I'm like, oh my God, if my mom sees this, I'm going to get in trouble. But yeah, that was, Double Dragon blew my mind. And there's a lot. There was a lot
Ghosts
of good
and
times in
Goblins.
the arcade. Yeah, Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah, and
Golden Axe. I mean, all those side scrollers are really great.
Castlevania. Yeah, there's a lot of those. Golden Axe. Wow, man, taking me way back. Yeah,
I remember for the fact that we were, going to Sunday school, all that stuff. My parents very rarely even ventured into looking at any of the comics that I bought or any of the video games we played. I mean, when they bought the 2600, I would spend my money. My dad's like, "What you getting?" And I was like, "This," and he's like, "Okay, have fun." And yeah, it could have been gratuitously violent, and they would have it wouldn't even, done anything to them. So nothing beat playing Oregon Trail.
By the Bay, you died of dysentery.
I watched an American
Apple
Dad
computers.
episode where the whole episode was just them trying to finish this game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oregon Trail.
And Family Guy did the same thing too. Yeah,
That was fun.
Oregon
Type
Trail,
bang.
the hardest, most frustrating computer game on floppy.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That and Lemonade Stand.
yeah. Ooh.
Trying to figure out as a kid how much lemonade and I should make based on whether it's gonna be a hot day or a partly cloudy or
Yeah.
why are these games trying to teach me things? When am I ever going to use macroeconomics? And
Right.
Yeah, I remember Flight Simulator for the first time on computer. It was just like, oh, this is great. Oh no, it's not.
I go next door. I was looking next door. My father-in-law lives next door to me, and he's a pilot, or he used to be a pilot, and he loves playing Flight Simulator, and he's got like foot pedals and stuff all rigged up on his computer. He's made himself because don't go buy something, just make it. But he's got so he can he's flying
Mm-hmm.
for hours. Like,
We're going down.
All right.
right.
Well, what do you say there, Big Ann?
We're reaching the hour mark. We'll go quickly around the table because there is some very interesting content that's coming out. And but Hank Ortiz, hold on, I just want to say this right here. I like those 2-player games where you just adjust the angle and velocity and shoot the other player. Yeah, GoldenEye comes up.
GoldenEye. Yeah.
Mario 64 destroyed my mind. The first 3D pop. Yeah. Yep. And Hank Ortiz, I remember calling next challenge on Street Fighter 2 by putting a quarter right above the controls. Yeah, in between the buttons.
Yeah, you had to.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I really dug that. I remember really enjoying playing the shooter game. Yeah, there was a bunch of shooter games that came out for a while where you would sit there and just in there.
Yep.
But there was one that was an Aerosmith themed game. When you stuck your head in there, and the Aerosmith music was just like blasting all around you. Were doing it, man. And that was like I just had so much fun playing that game because of the music and everything else that was going along with it. That was great. Anywho, sorry,
Jim, my man, tell us about the Digger Jim YouTube channel. What's happening Saturday?
Well, I will tell you this: Santa Claus is bringing me a I'm going to try to video more outside digs when I go digging at places because I'm getting some new gear for Christmas.
Nice.
So you're going to see maybe a little better than Jim holding the phone over here and the setup being really crappy. So be on the lookout for that when that comes, and I can get
62
some good
Lefty
places
Blues.
to
Thanks
hunt.
for popping by.
And then on Saturday, I'll repeat it one more time, 1:00 Eastern Standard Time. Before the great Only Slab show, I will go live and I will pull out the comments out of the comic generator thing. If you put in Dig It, you'll be eligible to win somebody's going to win this slab. And then the next time I run it, somebody's going to win this coin and probably a couple comics with it. And then the people that are in the chat will do a giveaway, and I'll put some comics in a mailer and a couple of coins. So everybody wins. It's a everybody wins scenario.
You get a coin. You get a coin. Yours is Canadian.
You are the father.
I meant to tell you, I did the other day when I didn't post it because it started raining. It was when I went out. Everything I found, well, not everything, but the first 3 holes were all international money. I found a Canadian 1 penny, and then I found God, what's the date on that? Oh, it's not. Where'd it go? It's not up here. It's the big penny. It was like from 1921, the British penny. So it was like really big.
Pence?
Yeah, and then I found I had to look it up. I didn't know what it was. It's a Greek penny, or not a Greek penny, but a Greek 5-cent piece.
Wow.
And that was all in probably a 6-foot area. So, and these were all, and again, these were all the apartments were built right after the war, right in the late 40s, and that most that lived in there were military people. So that's why I'm finding all this foreign money, because they come back wherever they came from, and somebody,
dropped their
so
stuff.
good to them, so
Our kids had a little penny collection and dropped some of their stuff. Yeah,
so, I don't know where that Canadian one came from. That was ridiculous.
I know. I still got a collection of like foreign coins that I had from when I was a kid that's still sitting here. And it's like, what is it worth? Oh, it's worth.
And I'm hoping.
Hold on.
I'm hoping to use that money to get a new date on this new date online
back
channel.
Again.
Site.
New dating online.
Upgraded.
Hey, baby.
Uh-oh.
Listen, I'm not going to say it's Las Cruces doing it.
But every time he shows up.
But every time he shows up. And that's you know what? That's all that's going on right now. I am going to do how DJ did the Biggie Shack 50 Best Comics Challenge. I'm doing the 10 because I am a member of the Link Squad, but also a member of Whack Comics' team. I'm doing the 10 books that I have no idea how they got in my collection, and I have no interest in keeping them or why they're here. I've already pulled them. I'm like, I was going through my collection going, I don't know why this is here. I never read this. It had to have been a mystery box. How did this get in here? John didn't buy this, so that's going to be a video for sure. And then somebody could possibly win it.
We'll finish that. There's
TW?
1935 quarter in here.
There you go, baby. 1935.
TW, what's coming up on the Taylor Winder YouTube?
8:30. You get to watch my riveting review of those 4 comics I showed today. So.
Including plush.
Including plush, yes.
I think I'm going to pick up.
Spoilers. It's in the top 4.
Yes.
Yeah, it should be.
It's.
I mean, God.
It's got a 1 in 4 chance.
It's got a 1 in 4 chance.
In the top 3.
Yeah.
Mercury had dime.
Rob.
Weird Canadian money.
Yeah.
It is.
I got a Russian ruble.
Oh.
Found it in the street one time.
Ruble.
Ruble, who cares?
Rubli,
I didn't.
Rubla.
All I know is it.
Rupee is
Oh,
in
I
India.
should say it's not even Soviet. I should say it's not Russian. It's Soviet because
Yeah.
it says CCP on it, and
Oh.
I can tell you that all I can tell from it based on the engraving on the side, since it says it has 1917 to 1967. It's obviously a 50th commemorative coin of the Bolshevik Revolution. That's what I know about it.
There you go.
Anywho, yeah, today's what, Wednesday, so tomorrow there'll be an unboxing that'll appear. So some CBCS slabs, I believe, and then
Sign?
Saturday we'll have a little only slabs action with Dope Comics.
Nice.
And then we'll go back to start the week over with a Monday on mail call and another Thursday.
Is that you, Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Airplane.
So rinse and repeat.
Airplane. All right.
Got some interesting stuff lined up that were in the works for Only Slams down the line. So you'll want to make sure that you're paying attention and hitting that notification bell. So when those shows drop, you're there and don't miss out because there's some cool stuff in the pipeline.
Right on.
Myself, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, I'll be dropping a new Walmart video. I've happily entitled it, Did I Waste My Money? You may want to check this one out just on that premise alone.
Nice.
But yeah, that
sounds kind of
about it.
clickbaity.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Warren Beatty.
And that's how we do it.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate
Norman
it.
Beatty.
Everyone, also Saturday, I'll be on Only Slabs. Sunday, I'll be hoping to return to At Week's End. And either this Monday or the following Monday, I believe I'm going to be on TM Nerdy's channel for Between the Lines.
It is important to bring up that Only Slabs this Saturday will mark our return after having a week off. We're going to re-show people what a professional show looks like versus that Lonely Slabs. And that
Some may call it an elitist show. Most of us call it a CBC award-nominated show.
That's
Oh,
right.
Lord. Here we
and
go.
hopefully soon winning.
With that said, have a good day, people.
With that said, everyone, thanks for spending a little bit of time with us. The three of you on the panel, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it, as always. Everyone stay safe out there and bundle up. It's starting to get cold.
Yes. Bye.